have like, as in a house and that?
Yeah.
Have like a way of escape.
Escape plan, brilliant. Yeah, that's a very good point. How would, because we're here in Watling Street, how do we know that there was a fire in, say, I don't know, West Hill, Dartford? How do we know that? You at the back.
Phone.
Phone? Yeah, and what phone number?
999.
Yeah, you know, don't you? Well done. So you dial 999 and then there's somebody picks up the phone. Yeah, what are those three services? So the lady, normally a lady, not always a lady, will say, is there? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. You'll dial 999 and then the lady, usually a lady, not always, will say, which service do you require? And then you would say, require the fire brigade, please. And they'll say, why? What is the problem? And then you can explain, well, there's a car that's on fire. It's on fire in West Hill. And then they'll ask you a few questions, and then they will call us. Now, when we're here and we're having a cup of tea, or we're doing some cleaning, or we're my cup of tea, yeah, or we're doing some office work, how do we know? Because we're not mind readers. How do we know that the fire brigade have been called? Somebody different.
Does a person from
No, not quite. You. The fire bell, yes. So if I just give you an example of what happens, when we're doing our ordinary, we might be in the office doing some computer work, like I said, might be having a cup of tea, might be doing some equipment check-in or whatever. The noise I will show you in a minute is how we know. I've just got to send a message, because if I press the button, they'll all come running down. Oh, and on that point, apart from this example, if you do hear the bells, wherever we are, we'll tell you where to stand, and you must follow our instructions, because there'll be 10 big, ugly, heavy men running down the stairs, and we'll need to get on the fire engine as quickly as possible so that we can go and answer the call. Alright, so that's a condition of you guys being here. Alright?
Boys, please be aware of that, because otherwise we could be asked to leave.
Alright. So hopefully we won't get called out, because they'll disturb your visit. If we do, just follow our instructions and then it'll be all alright. Alright? So if I just send a message to the people having a cup of tea upstairs that this is only a pretend call, then they won't come running down. Alright? So hang on.
Stand by for test turnout, stand by for test turnout.
So this is the noise. Obviously I wouldn't press the button usually. So this is the noise we would hear. This might even be when we're... It's not too loud, don't worry. This might be when we're asleep as well. It's quite loud, isn't it? There's no way you'd sleep through that, or if the television was on or the radio, you would miss that. So that just tells us... Sorry, can I just tell them this?
Test complete, test complete.
So what happens then is whatever we do, we come running down, and somebody here comes to this computer, and on the screen there says the same thing as on this old-fashioned printer. Probably your printers at school and at home, a bit more modern than this thing. Exactly, yeah. So it will print like this. Some of you probably have never heard this printing noise. This is, believe it or not, when I was your age, exactly how all printers sounded. It just sounds so old-fashioned. So someone then tears it off, and they go, right, okay, what have we got here? And they might say, oh, there's a fire, a car alight on West Hill. No, there's not. But just using the example that we had earlier, so we would then say, oh, which fire engine is it that was quite, well, both of them are. So we would all jump on, get a uniform on, which we'll show you as well, and then we'll head off to West Hill and put the fire out. This was an alarm at Priory Mews Nursing Home, which is just down there. Actually, just next door, isn't it?
What, so you only walked?
No, we drove now. Just in case we needed the equipment. Alright, any questions on what we've said so far that is related to how we call 999? Anybody? Yep, what's your question? Quiet.
My uncle works. That's not called uncle question.
Does he work here?
Yeah. That's
Is it Vince Turner or Vince Lewis? We've got two Vinces here.
I think it's Louis.
Lewis. Oh yeah, I know both Vinces. That's interesting. Is it?
Bailey's your question.
Another one way.
You got a question? That is a very, very good question actually. On this fire station there isn't a fireman's pole. On most fire stations there are, but I tell you why there isn't here. It's because the bedrooms where all the firemen sleep are on the ground floor. So when this fire station was built however many years ago, all the firemen, they put the firemen's bedrooms on the ground floor, so they decided not to build a fireman's pole. But yes, usually there's a fireman's pole, which is something that kids want to look at, but unfortunately they didn't build one here, so I'm sorry to disappoint you.
That's all you're going to use. Spread, okay? We've got the spreaders, which are these, and these are what we would use most of the time. And the good thing about using these as spreaders is that you can also use them to crush things as well. So if you've got a piece of car that's that big and the cutters just can't get around it, we can use the spreaders and we can pinch them together so we can make it smaller and then we can just cut through. Now, if we need to spread something a long way,
These we would use to break into padlocks and
we've also got the ram, which how high do you think that would go to? Anyone want to have a guess? Had a few over here. Anyone want to have a guess about how high it comes out? Go on, just have a guess. That's a long way. Show me with your hand. About, where do you think? Pretty good to us. Probably about that far. It just keeps going out. And we use that to push. We use that to push dashboard on top of people, so we can make lots and lots of space. This is the power pack that we'd attach all of these bits of equipment to. Okay, we just connect them up, start it up, and away we go. Right. We go to big fires and small fires. What do you think we use for the big fires? Can you have a look? Move down one. Big fires. And big.
alright, come back this way a little bit.
Branches. And we use these big branches. So these can we can get 600 litres a minute can come out of these branches. So if we've got a tank that's got 1600 litres, how long would this last? How long would that tank last? Roughly 2 minutes, not a bad guess. 600 litres a minute, 1600 litres. Yeah, you can have that. 4 minutes, about 4 minutes. So, do you think we're going to use that straight away?
No.
Probably not. Because how quickly will we run out of water? Like that. And then we've got no water. So, we use, for our first hit, to go on the fire, we'll probably use this. And this only has 200 litres a minute. So it'll buy us a bit more time so we can get a water supply.
8 minutes?
And that, yeah, 8 minutes, but we can adjust it. So we can, if someone says to us we're running out of water, we can turn it down a bit, and then we can have more time trying to put out the fire. This one's directly attached, so we don't have to plug it into the pump or anything. It's already ready to go. Yes, we do. Sometimes when we run out of water, we never run out of water. We're too professional for that. Hydrants, that's exactly what we do. So we'll turn up to a big fire, we see it's a really big one, and we'll send someone out to go and get a hydrant for us as quickly as they can. Right, move back boys, move back, move back. Yeah, they're the big hoses.
Can we do it? Can we normal people? Can we go over that car that's on fire? We couldn't, could we? So we have to protect ourselves. How do we do that?
Quiet down, kids.
Yeah? How do we do it? Right, we have to dress up as firemen, don't we? So you want to dress up as firemen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be the fireman? Right, so your hose is down there ready for you. Before you go near the fire, you put all your fire kit on. First of all, boots and leggings. Take shoes off for me. Try not to fall over, otherwise I'll get told off. Whenever you're ready, there's a fire over there.
There's a fire, don't listen to Mum.
Take your time, it's alright, she's a pre-alert, it's alright.
Right, you ready? I'm sorting, whichever one you want to go first. Right, wait there. Have they put something in there? You have to check then. You have to check because sometimes they put lots of things in you.
Or is it just a
There's some
fun
boots
visit?
are clear. One foot in.
It's right there.
They do all health and safety.
Quiet down, kids. Come on.
Is that alright? Will you be able to run to the fire like that? No, you can't, can you? All your leggings up.
Would you like to wear them trousers?
Braces on so they don't fall down. You look like something out of the circus. Look like that clown. Adjust your braces. What's this one? Yeah. Is that nice and tight? Jacket. Jacket. One arm in. Don't get worried. That's arm in. Right, you've got to zip it up now and make sure you're nice so no flames can get to you, yeah? Is it warm? Put your gloves on last. You all up? Safety gloves, yeah. Right, you've got to put this on now so you can see the fire. So you don't get your ears burnt, yeah? You don't want your ears burnt.
Watch out for the hair, Nick, you've done that tonight.
Is that alright like that? Head's on back to front. Oh, one.
The old flashing back to front.
Flashing back to front. Right, put this down here so no flames can jump down the front. No flames down the back.
Very smart. Sorry about this.
How you feeling? Warm?
Cheers, big shoulder.
You got to put BA set on your back yet?
Ah, right.
That's that. Last thing. Get your gloves ready. And down there so you can pick them up.
Quiet down, kids.
Good one. Oh, helmet on.
Go on, put it on back to front. Do it on back to front one. Go on.
Oh, yeah, go back to front again. Oh, no, bitch.
He's a silly fireman, isn't he?
One silly fireman. How you feeling?
He's here every night.
Oh, hang on.
In strap up. I don't think that's going to quite fit. Right, hey, where's your arms gone? Oh, you have got some arms. Fish didn't have any arms when he come here, but he built himself up.
Harmless, aren't I? Eh?